Hey guys, Real Spartan here, and I got my headphones fixed. I had to change some options in the computer settings, but it ended up working out fine. So let's start this mission. As you will have noticed, I am bringing a bunch of I'm bringing two newbies in on this mission because, yeah, I don't have that many level 4 units, and I have no level. Well, I have one level 3, and it's a Houndmaster, but. Basically, the thing is, I need more low-level units anyway, and granted, I could wait until I got, like, good units from the stagecoach due to the experienced recruits going to be upgraded soon. I'd rather just get them now, to be honest.
These salt-soaked caverns are teeming with pelagic nightmares. They must be flushed out.
So for the first and probably only time in this series, I'm running offensive man-at-arms because his damage is 1-1 higher than the Hellions is by default, so he gets more from boosts. So yeah. So we have two good leveled units, and we have like two absolute trash units. But hopefully everything will turn out fine. Hound's Harry might deal 2 damage. Lucky me. And Bello will deal like very little damage, but I still want the speed advantage. It did double 3, that was pretty good actually. So yeah, if this audio seems a bit weird, I'll have it fixed by the next episode. It's getting harder and harder to proofread these videos as I don't have Vegas on my computer. I need to get that looked into because it's like I'm having a lot of troubles with getting that specific program. Also, we have no stress healer in this party for real. Hopefully our high level units will just be able to take advantage of the enemies and destroy them all. This snail is taking like no damage. Hopefully if it bleeds, we'll get a bleed. Nope. Honestly didn't expect it to be honest. Yes, honestly, to be honest. Because this is correct grammar. Just attack the damn thing. And we get what we would have gotten from doing the other mission, so yes, we don't need to do it anyway. Commander's orders are, it would be better if it did, it buffed healing, like stress healing as well. If it did that, then I'd probably use it, but it doesn't, so it's kind of junk. Because the Crusaders' heals are trash anyway. Who uses the battlefield, like the battle heal? If it gave like some sort of buff, like maybe a protection buff of sorts, like a tiny one, then it would be used. Thing there. Okay, I might cut that out if that was audible. Hopefully it wasn't though, because I am not alone. 7:34 AM recording on a Saturday, so family is awake. They know that I record things, so hopefully they won't bother me. But you know, it's Saturday. There's always a bit of chaos going on. Spreading out the damage like crazy. Bello will kill 2 of them at least. And rank 3 hit. I should probably put the Sun Ring on the Hellion and the Warrior's Bracer on the Man-at-Arms. Yeah, you know what, I'm going to do that right now. Because the Hellion needs an accuracy buff more than the Man-at-Arms does. Although then again, I kind of want the damage buff on Bello. Okay. Just leaving it as it is then. Her accuracy isn't that bad. I mean, it's 85, and these enemies have very little dodge, because it's level 1. And of course the Man-at-Arms, despite being a high level, takes more stress damage than the Houndmaster. Due to Dismas's head, of course, but still. Well, to be fair, he is carrying Dismas's head in a sack. Most likely from the last save file, because Dismas is not in this file. That's me instead. I don't like renaming Dismas, but, you know, New Game Plus stuff. Canonically, Dismas is still alive, technically, in the other estate, but, I don't know. Let's get rid of that asshole. Brine from the briny deep. Didn't you bellow? What did you do? Oh, you used defender. I forgot. I was looking at the guard as well. So, bad things on my part. Let's attack this pelagic grouper with a vulnerability hex. You know what? I'm just gonna attack him with this. Bellow will kill him.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
I'm probably playing absolutely terribly here, to be honest, because I'm just using Bellow every opportunity I get, but speed is a good advantage to have over the enemy. I'm just mostly scared about Brine getting a disease on me. Okay, now let's actually try to take down this guy. I just realized that this Houndmaster does not have his mark. I didn't change anything about these heroes, I just took them straight off the stagecoach. What's Rampart? Of course, no move. Using these headphones always makes me tired. I have discussed this multiple times. Not in this series mostly, but in other series. Mostly in the other, whatchamacallit, Army of Zin supposed LP that got cancelled because Army of Zin is, in my opinion, terrible, and I didn't know it was. Yeah, I liked the original better than the second game, which surprised me because most people think the second game is better. So what was I going to go on about? Blah 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 blah. I might record Terraria today as like a special thing, but I'm probably like doing stuff. I don't know, nothing is set out in stone. And there's a fight here. Count me in. I was recently playing Hearthstone, as I usually do, in just spare time when I'm not doing anything, or when it's like too early or too late to record. And came up against like a control mage that was doing, like, I was winning, and then I summoned a Grim Patron and they got Mirror Entity, and they got a Grim Patron, and they just absolutely swarmed me with my own Grim Patrons. Hoisted by my own petard, as they say. Let's kill this thing. I don't like it. Just focus fire, and he's dead. Over dead. So, we need to kill the Thrall. Because he's just going to explode. It's surprising to see an enemy that has more stun resist than it has move resist. Maybe he has a hard noggin. But then again, his flesh doesn't seem very stable. Neither do his ribs, to be honest. They look kind of weak and battered. Houndmaster, you can take stress. I don't really care. If all else fails, I can just dump you off and get a new unit. I kind of need to upgrade the stagecoach's barracks.
Well struck.
Where does the general keep his armies? In the barracks. No, he doesn't. Of course, saying that joke wrong because people that would know of it know the correct answer to the joke. The answer is up his sleeveys. And that's not really a joke, that's an answer to, like, question 1 or 2 of the Impossible Quiz 2. I've beaten, like, both Impossible Quizzes. I've beaten 1, 2, Book Chapter 1, Book Chapter 2. Oh no, I didn't beat Book Chapter 2. I beat Book Chapter 3 because back when I was playing Book Chapter 2, there was like a thing where you have to use the keyboard and the arrow keys, and every time I used that, it would scroll the screen around, making it impossible for me to complete that one thing. And I did not know how to fix it. I could probably like use scroll lock or some crap like that now. Back then I didn't know, and I just really have not been interested to play Impossible Quiz Book Chapter 2 because I really don't know. I have Darkest Dungeon to play. I have Hearthstone, which I'm still interested in. I haven't even started The Witcher 3 yet. I really need to get around to doing that. But I have other things to do, like recording Darkest Dungeon and attempting to continue playing Terraria with Random Game Critic. Also, I recently hit 350 subscribers, which means I have about 50 more than Sapphire Yoshi. So yeah, there's something to think about. I am really surprised by how fast my channel is growing, to be honest. Like, I talked to Random Game Critic and I said, hey, look at, I've got like over 200 subs, and he's like, whoa, really? Your channel is growing ridiculously quickly compared to how mine was. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's probably because I'm playing a decently new game. And he's like, oh yeah, that'll always get you. Blah blah blah. Something, I don't remember exactly how the conversation took place, but yes. And that wasn't that long ago which I had that conversation, and when I do stuff with him today, I'm probably going to mention I have 350, and he'll be surprised as always. He's a good guy. Has a lot more subscribers than me, but then again, he's been doing YouTube for like years. So, yep, snail mail. That reminds me of a story. Back in the old days, like, my sister would use MSN or some mail service to talk to friends and stuff. And Mum said, you cannot use MSN anymore because you're like using it too much, you have to lay off it. And she said, can I use snail mail, as like a snarky remark? And my mum, being like a joker that she is, says, oh, of course, you can use snail mail. And she actually looked it up, and there apparently is some mail service called snail mail. And she still didn't use it because of reasons. Probably because of how sketchy it was. Can we get Fear of Beast removed? Thank you. These guys have some pretty... Like, the Occultist is the only one that really had any bad quirks, because, I mean, the Handmaster has Guilty Conscience, which can be bad, but isn't, like, doesn't proc that much. Because it only generally reacts to things like this Bas Relief. What the hell is a Bas Relief? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Cove Scrounger. Hey, I get more scouting chance here. Maybe I'll find a secret room now. Gut is cleansed, allowing for a safe search. That's always good. It's a trap. Still have never seen Star Wars. I could probably look at Star Wars at some stage. I am very surprised I haven't seen, like, any of it. Can I get a... Wait. That secret room wasn't revealed before. It totally wasn't. But, okay. At least I got it. Thank you, Cove Scrounger from the Bas Relief. Of course, using the key now because I can dump it off. There are no blockages. Unless there's a blockage here and here, I will not need the shovels. So, yes. I prefer dumping them off over the holy water because... Actually, why do I keep this holy water? You never know, I might find like one of those things that you can cleanse a negative quirk with. Shambler Altar. Probably not going to touch that. Because, I mean, we have no huge damage dealers, and we're rocking level 0s. Remember the last time I used a level 0 to fight a Shambler? Yeah, rip Alice. I like that picture that Juna Tomato made. Even though that's probably not how I pronounce it, but still. That's actually on my laptop, so I don't have it on my computer though, so I should probably re-download it from Google or just use my USB to transfer it over. So here we have the Absolute Madman. I will always call him the Absolute Madman. Can I get the Crescendo box? That would be great. If you've never played this game before, or... Actually, no. I shouldn't say that because the Crescendo box is very rare. If you've never seen the Crescendo box, it is like the Berserk Mask, except it's a lot better. It gives plus 2 speed and plus 15% damage at the cost of 10% stress. It's really good because, like, its downside is pretty much negligent. Because it's like, it's much better than things like the Warrior's Bracer. It doesn't compete with the Sun Ring because it doesn't give accuracy, but it competes with Dismas's Head because it doesn't lose you health. It gives a little bit less damage and less stress, and it gives speed. And as we all know, speed is very important in the high level dungeons. Not so much in the low levels, but it's still very viable to have in the lower levels. 32 crit, nice. Crescendo box? Nope, no Crescendo box. It's only a 4% chance for him to drop a box-themed trinket. And that means that there's only a 1 in 3 chance of getting the Crescendo box in that, so effectively 1.33 recurring percent chance to get the crescendo box from a madman. It does not scale with the level of the madman, I don't think. Okay, so more hunger procs. We are getting too many hunger procs. I probably won't be able to use the campfire. Well, I can always use half-eat thing. That isn't that bad. I mean, we still get to use all the camping skills. And do we ever prevent the nighttime ambush? No, we don't. Oh, wait a second. Okay, we do, but it's unspeakable commune, which is garbage ever since it got nerfed and like what it did changed. So we need to kill this thrall as always. Breakthrough will probably do it because she has extra damage versus Eldritch. Let's Hound's Harry to increase the chance of it working. There, she only needs to hit 4. And it's 5 to 9. 5 to 9 is of course the time where I'm mostly sleeping. Unless it's 5 AM to 9 AM. Okay, so Sea Breeze. They really want this guy to live. I guess that's like I do the same thing on my units. Defend and heal. They're getting smarter. The AI is deciding to use good tactics. And heal the Hellion. And we are going to Wicked Hack. I should really use Bleed Out. I should show off why that move is good, but I just don't want to spend money replacing skills. You know what? I'll probably replace Breakthrough with that skill on this Hellion just to show off how that move is pretty good. You won't believe me if you've played this game before, because usually people look at Bleed Out and it's like, oh no, it's like it doesn't do that much better and it gives the debuff of Breakthrough and stuff like that. Feast on your heart, excellent. What should I dump off? The holy water, because I want to keep these busts. And here's the thing that, hang on, who should I put it on? Colossus, yeah. Stupidest thing in the game, you can use a dog treat on these giant oysters. And you get a 25 dodge buff until camp. This is a reference to a video game, apparently. I wouldn't know, but yeah. Why that exists, don't ask me. I can't explain. It still makes more sense than cutting the roots on a tree to find more treasure under it. Maester Silvio. Here's a new game. Take a drink every time I badmouth Pitch Black Dungeon. You'll be drunk in no time. You'll be so drunk you'll be drowned, like this thrall. Oh. Totally topical. Except it's not. Let's talk about politics. Who are you voting for, Trump or Hillary? No, I will not talk about politics. And I don't care who you're voting for. As an Australian, I have, like, no interest in American politics. It doesn't even affect me. But honestly, I think they should just get new candidates. Okay, so there's the dodge buff of the Suncloak working. There's a bleed. Wonderful. You know, if you have 2 abilities that hit all units, spreading out damage like that doesn't seem that bad. Actually got 1 damage on the snail. And also, let's not forget that Bellow has large crit rate when you consider the fact that it hits all targets at once. If that's, like, effectively over bloody thing, over 20% crit chance. Okay, so let's dump off the dog treats because we don't need those. We don't need the torches anymore. We're just gonna leave. And I'll camp and leave. And we got a nighttime ambush. Not good. Oh well, at least I used bloody skill that gives dodge and crit on the man-at-arms. So yeah, hopefully this fight won't go as terribly as it probably will. Let's see, I should probably start using Crush, because I am using a DPS man-at-arms build. Seaward Slash. That's a crit, it's not good. And how quickly the tide turns. I will not accept a death if it's like as bullshit as this is going to be, if it is as it is. Occultist, of course, is going to go first at least. What are the odds that the Occultist doesn't go first? Minimum. So that was a bit frightening. Yeah, I really do not like Seaward Slash. It's still kind of a bullshit attack. I mean, it doesn't do any effects, but it just is pure damage. It's really strong. Considering that he lost all of his health in one hit, you should probably agree with me. I don't need gold, I need heirlooms. Give them to me. And we've got a level 3 Goyot, who has slow reflexes and Warrior of Light, so at least you got something good out of it. Ooh, looky. Focus ring. I'll probably go out and grab that next time that we go on a mission, because, well, focus ring may not be the best trinket anymore, but it still is pretty good with 12 accuracy and 1 crit. So I'll see you guys in the next video where we go into the ruins. Long mission, and go grab a focus ring. See you then. Bye.